Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for a purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. For uses of use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, education, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Now let's start this dang show.
You gonna have any fights this week? Oh man, we gotta have some fights.
What that really feels like is a real missed opportunity. Just in general, you know, Monday night was just part of that, but in the division, it was a real opportunity, and we didn't play well enough on the offensive side with the turnovers that add up. That'll be what you talk about and all, but really we didn't play well enough, and they covered us up pretty good. I'm anxious to see the film. I was surprised that they did such a nice job on defense, on pass defense against us. We came out of it okay as far as getting banged up. Happy about that. Really like what's going on in the defense. Couple second halves here, just terrific D, and we're going to need that to play together. But we know we missed the opportunity, and there's so many different ways that we'll get better. And so we got to go back to work really quickly and get ready for this game coming up. We're such a new team that there's so many things to learn. I mean, we played a championship game against these guys last night, and they're worthy of that, and we're worthy of that. And in that game, a couple holding penalties, a couple throws here, a couple missing the deep ball, the 60-yarder. You know, those are enough to lose a football game in the championship matchup, and that's what happened, I thought. You know, and so a lot of respect to the Chargers. They got a good club, and they're going to win a lot of games. We had our ops, and that's what's frustrating about it. We needed to not, fumble a snap in the red zone. We need not get two holding penalties in the red zone, and we have a lot of confidence in our team, but it's when you make it that hard, you're likely going to be behind it, and so that's kind of what happened.
Testing. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You
can hear me?
Yes.
All right. Well, welcome to the Cage Match. I don't know why my headphones don't work, but hey, how you doing, Asylum?
Okay.
Well, it was a bad game this past Monday. And yeah, hold on. Let me try to look. Speakers and Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. You haven't lost your end, your vocal.
Well, before I guess what we can do then is we can go. Well, before I guess what we can do then is we can go. Hey, let's do CMN report. I'll fix this whole thing, okay?
Okay, you ready?
Go ahead.
This is CMN, a cage match news update.
Hello, this is Asylum Burgundy at the Al Davis News Desk for your Cage Match News Update. The Raiders played their home opener on Monday Night Football against the hated Chargers for a chance to take first place. It wasn't a good night. Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert threw 2 touchdown passes to beat us 20-9. Shit. The most interesting event that happened was the deconstruction of the boxing ring set up in Allegiant Stadium, but I want to go further. Yes, yes, yes. Come back to the Oakland Coliseum with the baseball dirt and field, because we can't win in that stadium behind me. Tom Brady was in the coaching booth at the game, but the big surprise was his announcing his return to the field.
So I'm very excited to announce that I'm coming out of retirement and teaming up with His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, Fanatics, OBB Media, and my friends at Fox Sports to launch the Fanatics Flag Football Classic, which will bring American football to the Middle East on March 21st, 2026 at Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, as part of Riyadh season. This is a first-of-its-kind round-robin tournament that will expose even more fans to our great game while bringing them face-to-face with some of the biggest stars during Riyadh season.
What would that look like, you ask? Here is a reenactment of how I think it'll go. It's going to be like the dream team, but for football. Can my team be like that too? Let's go, Raiders.
All right.
I'm not used to being on this side.
Myself. I can hear myself now. Just had a little technical difficulty, just like in the CMN right there. Technical difficulties for saying I want to go back to Oakland. But anyway, he's Asylum. I can hear now. So,
but you know, the statement wasn't necessarily wrong, though.
With the dirt infield.
Hey, you know, why don't we just bring the dirt infield back, you know, into Las Vegas, right? And see how well that works.
Well, I mean, the A's are coming, so hey.
Right? I mean, give them a place to play just a little bit, you know, just I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love for them to go back to Oakland. I just don't see that happening anytime ever.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm just, you know, it's wishful thinking what we have over here on the Cage Match. And for those who are watching us, you know, I know people are trying to come back from the dead and trying to take over time slots. But hey, you know, it's okay because we're established. And for as long as they've been doing it, they're not. So anyways, let's talk about this horrible game that we had to endure. Asylum staying up late, later than we needed to for this performance.
I'll tell you this much. I can sum it up real quick. They did not fucking listen to a word I said. It was like night and day, man. It was night and day, literally, because we played good during the day, and then at night it just changed on our own field in our own, you know, Vegas weather. Even though it's indoors, but it's I don't know. Looking at these stats, though, the Chargers that game made us look like we got lucky to beat the New England Patriots.
Yeah,
I don't, like I said, I don't know. And the offensive line, no, the offensive line for the Raiders, they did not show up. I know JPJ was out with the concussion, but it was kind of like JPJ was out, so Parham forgot how to play guard. Because there was a play where towards that last sack again on Geno Smith, where Parham looked, he was uncovered, so he's looking around. Then he decides to fully turn his back to the open gap, and that's when that linebacker came in and got Geno Smith. And then he turned around like, wait, what? And we'll see it and when we do the Geno Smith highlights, but it's like
highlights.
What happened? Low lights.
Well, I mean, I agree. I mean, JPJ was out. Kappa definitely looked like he hasn't been playing in a long fucking time. But Parham all of a sudden looked like it was his first game back. I saw somebody else's they put a little short out, whatever the hell you want to call it, on one of the on Instagram, talking about putting JPJ back, at center because Meredith ain't working out. But at the same time, I don't think it's Meredith's fault on this game. Meredith didn't look half bad. It was just his surrounding cast, the people he usually is able to trust to do their job, weren't there doing their job. The guys on, either side of them, both. That's guards, right? Both guards.
Yeah.
Fucking look like shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
Blaze kind of struggled a little bit, and then once Mac went out, it should have made shit easier. I mean, if you notice, Mac went out, and what they start to do, they started running to that right side, and Genty was actually getting yardage. He was able to run to the right. Why did we stop? What happened to run the fucking ball, establish our run, like I said, and focus your passing in the middle of the fucking field. Genty could have, he had, 60 yards? No, we had 60 yards, 48 yards, something like that. Genty, he got wrapped up once in the backfield, but that was when the offensive line collapsed. There was holes there for him. He was right here, and going. He just got caught up in a little bit, and but let him get that rhythm going. He never got a rhythm going because for some reason, I don't know if it was Geno, I don't know if it was Chip Kelly, but we're going to go against a defense whose specialty is shutting down the deep ball, and we're going to decide to try to go deep on damn near every fucking pass. When we went short in the middle of the field, we were completing passes. Why didn't we stick with that game plan?
I don't know. And I want to say when Miss Peggy came on last week, she said we can't rely on the pass because we don't have receivers that people fear yet. And we got to establish the run. And I said, no, just let them throw the ball and it'll throw them off. The defense will get thrown off. And then we open up the run with the pass. Well, I texted her right after the game. I said, Miss Peggy, you were right. I was hopeful. I was like, no, we can do this. But the running game, and then you seen that Genty, he started to, as the game went along, he started to find his rhythm, and he started to break some tackles, and he started to, make some noise. And I know it's going out there. I mean, that's going out there, but people are asking Pete Carroll, like, well, what's going on? Why are we not, using Genty like that? And this is what Pete Carroll had to say.
Before you go to that, though, I want to comment. Technically, you and Peggy were both right. Peggy was right, saying we have nobody to fear and everything else like that. But with your saying, let them go out there and do it, you were right in that. We went to attack that defense the wrong fucking way. You attacked that defense by the middle of the field. Their linebackers and defensive line is not as good as going, and you do it by the middle of the field. You cannot. The Chiefs proved it. We fucking proved it. And they always play, two safeties, high back, and everything. You're not going to beat them with the long ball. They want you to beat them with the dink and dunk and the run game. And we did neither one of those. But go on to Pete Carroll.
Here's what Pete Carroll said about Ashton Genty and then his usage in the game.
Less than 20 carries tonight for Ashton Genty. Any reason why I haven't been able to heavily feature him? And is that something you want to, get going?
We're just getting started. We're just getting started. He's breaking into the NFL. He's figuring it out. When he had 11 or something carries tonight, is that what he had? 11, yeah. He'll get more. That'll come. We're going to have to run the football better than we did, more effectively. We got to get more yards. We had 50 or 60 yards or something rushing. That's not enough. We got to get more than that. So I'd like to see that just as well as you would. And but as far as pushing the issue with him, trying to get him 25 carries or something like that, we're breaking him in, and so that'll come.
So you're looking at these offensive stats right here. Ashton Genty, 11 carries, 43 yards, 3.9 average. Nobody scored a touchdown. The MVP of this game was Carlson. So Geno Smith was the leading rusher, 5 carries, 20 yards for 4.0. He had one good run where he went shoulder on this one guy and then he got called back for a holding. I think that was also Parham. Trey Tucker had the one sweep for 7 yards, and then Zamir White couldn't get through. He was more effective in the passing. Jacoby Myers, 6 for 68. Brock Bowers coming back from that knee injury, 5 for 38. Dante Thornton, they're really trying to use him, and I think it's crazy how Dante Thornton is getting more action than Besh, who is the second pick of the second round draft pick, and he has no catches in this game. So I don't know what's going on with Besh.
I hardly saw him on the field, really.
He had like one target, and I don't know if it was a bad throw or what, but
probably
68 total yards of rushing, 150 yards of passing, total offensive 317. Geno Smith threw more on his own arm last week than the whole Raider offense gained in yards this week. So, like I said, it was night and day. Asylum, is the problem? Would you say the problem is the scheme, the play caller, or is it the offensive line?
When we talked on Tuesday, I asked you, I was like, is this on Carroll? Is this on Chip Kelly? Or is this on execution? Okay. Geno Smith has been in the league long enough, smart enough, and real quick, Jason, that's what I was saying. Thinking done it, dunking, get your fucking donuts. We would have won this goddamn game. Okay.
We got donuts, all zeros.
Pete Carroll talked about, easing them into shit. Now, I did hear a thing with Genty coming back saying, the speed of the game is a lot faster than he expected, and he's still learning the speed of the game. So that kind of makes a little bit of sense. But back to going, what is it on? We know Geno Smith's smart enough to have 2 or more plays thrown at him there to read the defense and change the fucking play. I did not see any of that this game. I didn't see a lot of, plays at the line being changed. He seemed to go with, if it's a deep play, this is what I want to go with. You kind of asked the question, is Geno Smith just trying to do too much? Is he trying to prove himself too much by going 20 plus yards every time he throws the fucking ball?
Yeah. Katie was over here. We did a whole backyard, him and his wife and me and my girlfriend, we had a whole backyard thing going on with the big screen. And Katie, he's a Niner fan. If you're in the fantasy, you see his name. But he knows Geno Smith, being in the NFC West, Niners playing the Seahawks. And even he said, man, hey, Geno Smith just looks like he's just trying, he's trying too much. He's trying too much to prove that, maybe he deserved that contract in Seattle, trying to prove that even at 34, he still got it, trying to prove that, he can still compete in the league, because he wasn't, to a lot of people, the surprise of him getting traded to the Raiders from Seattle was a surprise. More so, it wasn't expected, like Geno Smith. Out of all the quarterbacks that are available, Geno Smith. So I don't know if he's trying to do too much to prove doubters wrong, but it's like, hey man, just relax. We're all new. You got new receivers, new offensive line.
a new team, a new play caller. The only thing that you're familiar with is the head coach, but he's on the defensive side more. He's more defensive influenced. But anyways, Geno Smith.
And I made it clear when we talked about the whole trade and everything. There was one concern I had with Geno Smith, and he proved it this fucking game. That was the interception. Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
That was the interception. That was my biggest concern. I don't give a flying fuck about the 4,000 yards he threw for. It was those 14 interceptions that he had. And you throw one on the first play of the fucking game. And Geno, when he throws an interception, look at how deflated he gets. And then all of a sudden forgets how to play quarterback after that first interception.
Yeah. That's one thing you saw that in the Patriot game too.
Yeah, I was going to say, Patriots game. He throws the interception. All of a sudden can't, do anything. We come out of halftime, and obviously the pep talk worked, and everything, and he came back alive. This one, he throws an interception first play, then can't do nothing, then throws another interception. The defense got us into the game with 3 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
They got the fumble. We got the turnover that we were needing. And what do? Absolutely nothing. You have to punt the ball away. And we're in, on the right side of the 50-yard line. We can't do shit. And everybody's going to blame offensive line. Everybody's going to blame. But you know what? Geno wears that C on his jersey. You're a captain for a fucking reason. You're the one who has to come out and rally the guys. You're the one on the field who needs to sit there and be able to shake it off. Okay, I threw a pick. That's okay. We need to go. You know what? I'm seeing Deacon and Duncan's working. Let me go to Pete Carroll. Hey, tell Chip to start calling more plays that are 7, 8 yards down the field, because every time he threw those, they worked.
Mm-hmm.
Brock Bowers was hurt. He wasn't 100%, but he still, I'm not going to say he balled out, but he was still making catches. Jacoby Myers was, when they were the short passes, was fucking working. You're the captain. Act like a fucking captain out there. Go to your offensive line and say, hey, I know it's tough right now. I was seeing this game what Peggy was talking about when it came to size. We are the smaller, when it comes down to it, our offensive line is on the smaller side. But come out there and say, hey, all I need is 2 more seconds, guys. Give me that 2 more seconds and I got this. Go out there and be a fucking captain. Because you know what? All I saw was him go out there, get his feelings hurt on the first fucking play, and then fucking turn around and pout the whole fucking game.
Yeah, look at right there. There's like a, and we saw in the Patriot game where there's like a discouraged, like he walks discouraged, like, oh man. And it's like, if you want to prove you're gonna throw interceptions, part of the game. But like you said, you want to be a captain, I need you to be captain, save a throw, okay? Be captain, save a throw. And don't go in. I know he's a gunslinger, and that's what he did in the last game, and he got the 20 plus yards. He has 920 plus passing yard, passing plays of 20 yards,
20
whatever.
yards or more.
Yes, but it's like you can't do that with every team, and that's where I don't know who has to be to tell him. I know Pete Carroll's there, whatever, and Pete Carroll did try to tell him like in the middle of the game, but it's like, dude, you got to relax. You have to relax, okay? And that's where the running game needs to come in and try to like get it off his shoulders. But with the way the offensive line played this past game on Monday night, and of course you had like miscues like that where it's in the goal line, in the red zone.
Why didn't he try running right away? Pick up the ball and run. You already know the plays. He looked to try to pass it first and then said, oh shit, let me run. And then there was that interception in the end zone, right? When Trey Tucker was open on the right. Why are you forcing the ball to Myers or Thornton?
And that's the thing. Like he would, like where he saw the most white jerseys, that's where he was throwing it to. Because all these plays you have like it's like they knew, unless if he's telling with his eyes or if whatever it is, the Chargers knew where to go before he threw the ball, because you saw like 3 guys on Jacoby Myers, you saw 2 guys on Tucker, and it's like, why are we going to the crowd? And like you said, you had Trey Tucker, up on the right pylon, up in the back of the end zone.
Yeah. Easy. Wide open. He was wide open. But again, I think it comes from last week's game because he got away with making those throws. Because he got away with it. Oh, I'm going to be able to do it against a better defense.
There's
that's
that play right there.
Right there. Tucker was wide open. Wide open. There was 3 guys right there. Why are you trying to fit the ball in where it don't? And then that one where it was over my Jacoby's head, right? Now he's rushing shit. That's why it was so fucking high. He should have been able to hit him.
This is the play right here where the circle's at. Look at Parham. Oh, okay, let me go way over here. Wide open. Left the door open. Left the door open. Left the door open. This is high school.
We don't need 4 offensive linemen to block 2 guys.
And that's what they were doing. That's what they were doing. They were allowed. They were allowed to have more DBs back there, or more guys back there to cover the zones, because the Raiders were allowing just a 3-man, 4-man pass rush to come in, and with the play of Parham, and if why am I forgetting his name? Jeff. Sorry, Jeff. If Jeff was on here, he'd be like, "See, I told you. I don't like Parham. Look what Parham's doing." So,
again, put Parham at center, I guess. I don't know. I'm not trying to take away anything from Meredith. It is new to him. He is learning it, but I don't think he's playing half bad. It's his surrounding guys, those guards. Again, Parham had all that one side. There was already 3 guys on 2 guys there. Why do you drift over and I got to touch this guy here because going, like you said, let that whole side open for the sack.
Yeah.
Again, how about this? The one of the things that was supposed to be a plus for Geno, right, was he was supposed to be able to run the ball. There was opportunities. He had open field in front of him. Why didn't you just take those? Build your own confidence in taking those runs. Help the run game by being a mobile quarterback like you're supposed to be. Again, I say he's slow, which I get it, 34 years old. He's probably lost a little bit of a step or 2, but the opportunity is there. He's an experienced quarterback. That was the knock against O'Connell, right? No experience. He was a statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw kind of the same shit out of Geno. I saw a little bit of Minshew in there too. Let me run in circles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why didn't he take off?
Maybe it's us. Maybe it's us. Maybe it's us.
No,
maybe we just can't have a quarterback.
Go ahead.
I don't say maybe we just can't have a quarterback. Maybe there's bad luck the way that Derek Carr was pushed out from McDaniels, and now any quarterback that comes in is going to be haunted by the ghost of number 4. Oh, I'm just joking.
Hold on, what was that? The Babe Ruth curse, right? For the Red Sox, right?
Yes. The Bambino.
Right? We have that with the whole car situation. Jesus. But again, I said it. He wears the C. Act like a fucking captain. You've seen Max Crosby doing it. Max Crosby go out there and yell at the defensive line. Max Crosby go out there and talk to him. He is a captain. He goes out there, and even if there's a bad play, he goes out there and does what he needs to. He acts like a captain. Why?
Well, maybe that's what he has to do. Like he did against not Geno, but like Max Crosby did with Minshew against the Ravens last year. Go over there, grab him, like, hey man, come on, you know what you can do. Let's go. Like, come on. I
don't know. You wear the C, act like it. You don't just, as far as I'm concerned, I'd rather them choose a new captain every goddamn game and Geno never get it again at this fucking rate. Don't get me wrong. I'm harping on this shit. And I told you I was going to be tough, especially on the offense during this show, because it needs to be done. We're not necessarily homers on this show where we always want to look at the bright side. We are going to call people out. We've done it before, and we're going to do it. And it's only the second game of the season. We are 1-1, which I believe when we had our predictions, I had us 1-1.
Yeah. And we're still right there tied for second place. I mean, you know, the Chargers had 2 divisional games to start off the season, so they're 2-0, and we're right there. We're right there. And, you know, it's not one of those things where we're like, oh, we lost, and the way we lost week 2, and oh, it's over. You know, like what's his name from Major League 2? You know, up in the stands, you suck. You suck. Randy Quaid. Randy Quaid. You suck, Wild Thing.
Oh, I got the wrong hat. Hold on.
The rally hat. and then look at if you look at, I mean, Geno Smith came out the gates last week, you know, 24 for 34 attempts, 24 completion, 7.6 completion percentage, 362 yards. This past Monday, same completion as 24, but out of 43. We're a pass heavy team right now, because we still have to establish the run. We still have to figure out what combination of offensive line. I've heard people say that Brennan Carroll's son, who's the offensive line coach, is on notice. What are you doing? 55.8 completion percentage and 180 total yards of passing in the air. And the important stat right there, 9 20-plus yard plays last week, 0 this week, 0 10-plus yard plays this past week. And so it was night and day.
And I'm telling you, you played in your strengths. And we went through the list. We have 4 players on offense who do nothing but eat in the middle of the field. And when we threw it in the middle of the field, they were eating.
Yeah.
But we weren't throwing to them. We were not playing to our strength. When we were passing the ball, because I'm going to go. I think it was last week. I don't know if it was Geno making the call on the field, or it was Chip Kelly saying, well, we got away with it last week. Let's see if we can do it this way. That's fine. Give it a try. It wasn't working. I did not see any change coming out of halftime either. It was the same team in the second quarter as it was in the first quarter. The only difference was the defense stepped up and held them to 3 points in the second half. 3 points total in the second half. But the offense didn't do a damn thing different.
Yeah. And the defense, like you said earlier, defense kept the Raiders in the game. Now, I don't know if it was directly from Palomar or if he had to try to cover because maybe the coverage, communication, blown coverage, whatever. He was right there when the 2 big plays happened, the 60-yarder touchdown, and then the one to Keenan Allen in the back of the end zone. That touchdown, he was right there too. He missed a few tackles, so Palomar had a bad game.
You know, but them out too. We calling out the offense. That secondary, they did not come together at all. They needed to tighten up, and they seemed like they got more loose during the goddamn game.
Yeah.
You know, it seemed that there was like no communication in that secondary.
No. Now, you can say that our defensive line has been, for the most part, our strongest unit. 37 consecutive games with the sack. That's the second longest current streak in the NFL. Jonah Laulu, who basically stepped in for when Christian Wilkins was let go. He had 1 sack last week. He had 2 in this game. He's the only one that had a sack in this game.
So he's got 3 sacks total then.
He has 3 sacks total. And him and then Fatu, he was making some plays in that backfield too. So
yeah, he was.
The defense, as the back end is still trying to learn each other. That's the new linebackers. That is the new secondary back there. If the defensive line can continue to keep the pressure on the quarterback, and I know
I wish my mouse would work right here. I mean, I think this shows it all right here when it comes to the defense. Passing yards allowed, 337. Rushing yards allowed, 53. 31 by Herbert was their biggest rusher, their quarterback. Najee Harris had 28.
Yeah.
The secondary which it's been that way for a few years anyways. That secondary needs to figure their shit out and start coming together.
Mm-hmm.
There's too much talent back there to keep doing what the fuck they're doing.
Arcadio said it's and that's opposite of Aaron Rodgers a couple years ago, where he was all over the place, had to do some shrooms.
Of fucking Travis Kelce, because he's a little fucking distracted.
Or the opposite of Tony Romo with Jessica Simpson. So Herbert, I guess, found someone that And I wish I had those clips too, because Kelce has been on a decline. And you know what, Asylum? I was like, I don't care about this whole engagement with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. But you know what? Now I think I'm all for it. I think I'm all for it because in the first game, Kelce took out his own receiver in Worthy. And then he got punched in the face by the same Chargers, which I don't have the clip, but that Charger, that D-tackle Tart, he hit Geno Smith late, no flag. There was a couple hits on Geno, no flag, but then there was that slide that Herbert did where it was a late, he did like a Mahomes slide where it was like real late, and because Palomar was aiming low for him, he ended up hitting, in the helmet because he was already trying to aim low.
It was face mask to face mask. And if you look at that whole thing, you see him drop his shoulders so fucking low to make sure he did not hit him in the helmet with his shoulder. He did everything right there. And they just kind of glanced face masks, and he gets a personal foul.
It was a late slide, okay? They need to figure out these quarterbacks, either you can't just drop that. That's a Mahomes slide. You can't just drop when the guy's about to hit you. You have to, if you're gonna go slide, there has to be some sort of like, if you try to slide and the defender's like right at you, then hey, whatever happens, happens. Because how is he gonna try to aim low and then you dip? And now because you're coming forward like baseball slide, you're coming forward, you're going to come in faster. And now, like you said, face mask to face mask hits. They hear that, oh, flag, 15 yards.
What happened to a quarterback being a running back when he leaves the pocket and runs? Meaning he passes the line of scrimmage, he's supposed to be a running back.
The NFL makes more money on quarterbacks who are the face of the league, so they want to try to preserve their investments in these quarterbacks to keep the games interesting. Because are you going to watch a Bengals game now without Burrows? Never mind, that's a bad example because who watches Bengals games in the first place? Oh, anyways, so comparing the two quarterbacks here. Justin Herbert didn't have to do too much, but he had those, a few explosive plays. He found the holes in the defense and in the coverages. He was, for the most part, comfortable back there and on that, behind in the pocket. Geno Smith, I don't know.
I was going to say the key stat is right there, the INTs.
Yeah.
Herbert took care of the ball. He didn't put the ball in any kind of danger. Geno threw 3 of them. One of them being the first fucking play of the game. I get it. He threw the ball. The guy came in, deflected the ball, and it went straight, into a Charger's hands. Okay. Maybe you can even go, that one is not against Geno. But the way Geno reacted after that, that's on Geno.
Yeah.
Stop being that fucking spoiled little brat of a kid who wants to take his football and go fucking home because it's not going his way. and live up to your contract and live up to that C that you wear on your fucking, front of your jersey. Because as far as I'm concerned, Pete Carroll needs to go over there, rip that motherfucker off, say you don't get this back until you earn it.
Well, Pete Carroll did. They asked Pete Carroll. This is after the game. They asked Pete Carroll, or this is the day after the game after they saw the film. They asked Pete Carroll about Geno Smith and all that. So here's Pete Carroll talking about Geno Smith in his play on Monday.
You mentioned some of the decision making by Geno on some of the interceptions. When you went back on and looked at the tape, did that sort of affirm what you thought might have been?
Shots. Yeah, he took shots, put the ball up, and try to give the guy a chance. Make the play. Dante and Jacoby and they defended him well. They were back there. In retrospect, it looked like it was really difficult to be hopeful, and he was trying to make something happen.
Pete, when you have a quarterback that's as talented as Geno, who has some gunslinger in him, how do you balance taking risks but also being cautious? Because it's almost a duplicitous role.
Yeah. Well, that's what experience with the guy and trust. I know what he was thinking, and I know the shot they took, and he threw a ball that was catchable, possibly, but it was a challenge. And so a couple of them came up, and they made their plays, and they did a nice job with it. So I'm not going to slow him down. Taking the shots instinctively are there for him. But we will evaluate, and if there's a better option, let's not give them their op to get the football from us.
And this is what Geno had to say.
The fucking end zone was the better option.
Here's what Geno had to say on his play when they asked him about Monday's game.
In terms of tonight, we asked Pete just about spot decision making, especially the ones where he took shots downfield. Can you just sort of summarize what took place and where you were at, in the game at the moment and taking those shots, especially the ones that got picked?
Yeah, the first play of the game was a play that we designed. We had an open guy, led him a little bit too far out front. Ball gets tipped up, gets interception. A play that obviously you want to have those plays back. You can't. I mean, it's the reality of it. Took a shot to Dante, before the half. I thought he had a safety on him. Thought he had a shot. I gave him a chance. Obviously, didn't work out in our favor. So again, those are things that I got to learn from and be better at. Anything that doesn't look right out there, you put that on my feet, put that on my shoulders. I feel like I got to be a lot better for our guys. I know I have to, and I will be. And then, the one to Jacoby, had a DB with his back turned. They were playing Tampa 2. Thought I could fit it in there. Obviously, we need to score 7 points in that situation. A field goal would have helped us, but, 7 points would have put us in a better position. Ball gets tipped up again. I thought I put it in a decent spot where our guy can make a play. Ball gets tipped up. They make a play on it, and, we don't get points. And so, I'm never going to make any excuses about anything. I've got to be better. We got to be better. And we got a short week to improve on that.
First of all, I'm going to say, take your fucking straight out of Compton ass look. You're not fucking Ice Cube. You're not fucking Eazy-E. Don't be dressing like you're straight out of fucking Compton because you played like you were straight out of the goddamn dumps.
I used to dress like that right out of high school.
I'm not saying anything about the look. I'm saying for him trying to dress that way. But where I'm going with all this is, where have we heard this shit before? Everyone bitched and complained when Derek Carr would say the same fucking shit. Put it at my feet. It's on my shoulders. I got to do better. Don't fucking say it. Fucking do it. Go out there and be the fucking captain that you were apparently voted to fucking be.
Well, I know I had to watch this game again because I missed like the first quarter because the sun didn't go down in time. Yeah. We had to project the screen outside, but it was still daylight at 7 o'clock, so I had to wait, and I missed a few plays, especially like that first interception. When I saw it again, 2 out of 3 interceptions were off a tip drill. They were off a tip drill, which is like, okay, but they were also within double and triple coverage. So, okay. But, honestly, maybe a I'm going to be hopeful now. Be hopeful, okay, positive rainbows and starlights and starlight, star bright. This is my wish tonight, Kay. Hopefully this humbles the offense to where they are not, because you know, he got a little, what's the word, over exuberance. Where last week he was just slinging it, you know, and the Patriots, remember, they didn't have Gonzalez back there, so their star corner. The Chargers are a much more better, well-rounded defense compared to the Patriots. So they were able to close those gaps where he was making these gunslinger passes at the Patriots. Those windows were closed against the Chargers. So I'm hoping that Geno Smith, Chip Kelly, Pete Carroll, Tom Brady in the booth. No, I'm joking. They get together and they say, okay, look, let's look at this film again. Let's go and see what you thought you saw or where you try to fit it in.
I want to stop you there real quick. I'll even take right now fucking Geno Smith, Tom Brady by themselves to go back and watch the fucking tape. And him have to explain everything he saw to Tom Brady so Tom Brady can teach him how to fucking use the middle of the fucking field. Why are you going here when this is open here? Why are you going there when your wide receiver is open in the end zone? Why are you not looking at the coverage and just trying to do what you want to fucking do? Answer to somebody who's done it for, you know, and we all hate Tom Brady, okay? We all are in that, you know, middle ground because he's a minority owner. But you have to give Tom Brady his due on being able to read the defenses and pick them apart. Geno Smith was not trying to pick apart a defense. He was just trying to go out there and play backyard football, which does not work in the fucking NFL. Unless you're putting up 63 fucking points. Oh, yeah, we did that against the same Chargers. You know, unless you're putting up 63 goddamn points on a team, then you can go out there and, you know, play backyard football. I think that's a great idea you had. Get those two together and explain it to me.
Yeah.
Because at least he could talk quarterback talk and be like, this is what I saw before you even threw the fucking ball. Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but I thought that was pretty funny.
No, but you know, I'm trying. It's the season is still young. We're 1-1. Okay, we're gonna go across country to go play the Commanders. Their quarterback is hobbled with an ankle injury. Okay,
Possibly might not play. He's possibly out for the game.
Marcus Mariota, let's go. No, but let's just see. Let's just hope that, okay, look it. You got your gunslinger. You did it against the Patriots. Didn't quite work here. Chip Kelly is supposed to be a run-heavy offensive coordinator, or, you know, the way he designs his offense is based on the run, just like Pete Carroll. So now maybe with everything, I'd rather than mess up early. Okay, now look, we did this. Let's tweak this now. I think JPJ is supposed to come back. He got evaluated during Pete Carroll's press conference today, so he had no answers on the status of JPJ. But, you know, put JPJ out there and move Kappa to the left, or vice versa, because Parham, it's not even he's getting bullied. There was too many mental mistakes, too many fundamental mistakes. Where, like, you see Jeff right here. is polished. But Jeff, we're talking about your favorite player, and that's
assuming you're gonna win the whole shit. As far as we know, Anna's gonna win it.
But Parham, and as much as we liked Parham when he came, you know, when he got to the Raiders early, you know,
I like Parham at center, not at guard.
The way he looked and all the holding penalties were basically Parham 66. I was thinking, 65. That's no, 66. 66. 66. 66. Okay. It sounds very Illuminati-ish. So there's all these sixes going on. So I don't know. Parham needs to be on notice. If it's Brennan not having the right combination, Brennan needs to probably be on notice. And is undefeated in the league too. Brennan, the line coach.
Oh yeah,
Brennan,
okay.
Brennan Carroll. I want to say Callahan. So the Raiders need to figure it out, and they got a short week going across country after this Monday night game. So hopefully, they fix the issues when it comes to the run, because like Miss Peggy said last Wednesday, they need this running game to carry this team so they can go deep and then the play action and then have these guys.
You got to give them a chance. You only let the guy carry 11 times in a game?
Yeah.
Geno threw 43 times, and we ran it probably close to 20, maybe not even 20. Okay, not even rushing. Well, Geno ran for 5 times, but okay. So that's 16, 17, 18, 19 times, 20. Versus, that's not a balanced offense.
No.
Let Ashton fucking do. The thing about Ashton is the reason why Derrick Henry's so good, the reason why other running backs, the bigger running backs are so good, is because they wear those defensive lines down. How do they do that? They may only get 1, 2, 3 yards, 4 yards in the early part of the game, but they pound on those players to the point of the end, towards the middle of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, all that. They're so fucking tired and beat up. They're trying to arm tackle instead. And that's when he's getting the, 15, 20-yard runs. Let the kid, he's young. I mean, other than dropping his head, in that first game, preseason game, he took the one hit that was, okay, come on, it's not, especially during preseason. But other than that, if we're throwing, we should throw, around 30 times a game, right around 30 times. Give the kid a chance to, pound away at that damn defensive line and make them regret tackling his ass.
Mm-hmm.
And every time you see him go, he's punishing. He's dropping. He's bouncing. He is, running with ill intent. But when you only let him do it a handful of times, it's pointless.
Our stream just got cut off right now. I'm watching the live feed on my laptop, and it's a stream unavailable. They caught me. Goodell. If you're still watching on Facebook, we're still here. But we just got Goodelled. He came out here and he put the X on there, so we're just waiting for it to open up. Like what
I was saying.
Okay, okay. Well, you know what? We're waiting for the stream to come on. So let's do this real quick. Let's do a shameless plug, maybe a throw off. So here we go. Shameless plug right here. I got it right here. Here we go.
Hello, everyone. I get to do the shameless plug too. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to The Cage Match Show on YouTube. And hit that bell like you want to hit Roger Goodell for messing up our favorite sport. And also, help me out by going to Dubby.gg. Put Cage Match in the discount code box and get 10% off your order. Get that energy like me doing all these segments. Back to the show.
Everybody stay. I saw them tell people in the chat, just stay. It's gonna come back. Just stay on. We're gonna be back. So let's just recap what we said while the stream comes back on. There it goes. We're back on. We're back. Oh, wait. Why did you turn this stupid thing?
Why what?
It came on and it went off. So we're just taking a long commercial break. Let me go over here to the thing. So in retrospect, as we were saying, when it comes to the Raiders, all they need to do is
listen to us, and tell them, give them the keys to the game. Because when they don't listen to us, they lose.
Yeah.
It's a proven fact.
Yes.
It's a proven fact.
Why is my whatchamacallit? Okay.
No, that's a candy bar.
That's old school. Stay tuned for those on
And
YouTube.
2 days from now, the whole stream will be back because we're going to have to fight it.
Okay. We're back.
See, and we'll fight it. And I guarantee 2-3 days from now, this will be everything that y'all thought you missed, which is us just lollygagging until it came back. We'll come back.
All right. Asylum. Now, like strict parents, you got to get in the face of the Raiders and be like, "This is what you did. This is what you need to do." And da-da-da. Now let's bring it back a little bit. Okay, now let's bring it back. They try to shut y'all down.
I'm going to say this much: you ain't trying. If you don't have YouTube or Roger Goodell trying to shut you down, you ain't doing shit. You ain't trying. You're just flatlining.
And Jeff, we go through this every season. We go through this, It might mess up our views or not, whatever. But we're just trying to show and tell. Show and tell is the game I play when I want to say the Raiders. Come on. Anyways. Okay, Asylum. Did you see any positives in this Monday night game? Did you see any positive? I know it's hard to try to fish for anything positive because of the way 20-9, but I guess for me, after watching the game again, and let me do this real quick. See, oh wait, it's this guy right here. This guy right here. He tried to shut us down, but it's okay because you know why?
You know what? You posted that, and we came up. He saw it, so he hit the button again.
But I'm watching it again, and okay, I'm on. You know what? Overall, and if you don't look at the score, which is like, well, that's the point of the whole thing. But if you don't look at the score, if you look at the actual game, the Raiders were able to compete. No, it's another word I wanted to use. They were there. They were there. If it wasn't for the turnovers,
like the good part, what you're trying to pull out of me, you're going to have to look at the defense because you know what? They came out in halftime. They allowed 17 points in the first half. Then they came out and allowed 3 points total in the second half. So yet again, the defense kept us in the game. They only allowed 20 points to be scored. Again, that fumble recovery that we had, we marched down and scored, get the 2-point conversion. Now you're a field goal away from tying the game with little over, we'll say, 2 minutes left, right? Then you have the 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. So if the defense comes up and does their job again, you have a chance of at least tying the game, possibly winning the game. So I'll give my hats off to the front 2/3 of the defense. Because in the second half, they definitely kept us in the game. That second, that last third, they gave up too many big plays, like you talked about, in going. What was it? It was 9 big plays of 20 yards. It was some shit. I don't remember what the graphic said. 5 big plays over 20 yards.
Of Geno Smith or overall? Or this game?
This game, for the Chargers, you had a graphic that showed the big plays that the Chargers had.
No. I had this was Geno versus Geno.
No. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I see it. Yeah. So
and then I had this one.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, you had one that I thought had showed their big plays over 20 yards.
No, I didn't have that.
Anyways,
I got this guy. That's it. Monday night, man. I missed a day of graphicizing. So I couldn't get graphic, It was I lost the day because of the Monday night. So I was doing all this yesterday and this morning. But here we are. I'm gonna say, Geno Smith, he had the three interception career. So out of 5 games in his career where he threw 3 interceptions, okay, here's the list right here. Of course, it was a Monday night game. Last time we did it was last year. Now, to compare it to this year and last year, if you compare what Geno Smith went through, he had a sketchy offensive line, which means that if the line breaks down, he, like you said, Asylum, he rushes the throws. He just throws to the deepest guy. He's not calm. He's not calm. So Geno Smith, for being in the league for 13 years, he just has to find a way to understand that, look, I got to use my feet more, like you said, Asylum. I got to use my feet more to make plays. That's what the other quarterbacks in this division, in this the AFC West do, is use their feet a lot to make plays. And Geno Smith, who is the oldest person now in the division, has to understand that he has to do that to make plays, because this offensive line, until they figure it out, until they can go and get their footing, he needs to be able to create plays with his legs, like you said. So after this game, it was frustrating because it's the Monday night opener. The whole nation saw this, not just Raider Nation, but all of nation saw this, and it looked bad. And we can't defend our house. The Raider fans showed up. It was loud. You heard the Raider fans screaming and getting loud when the Chargers were on key third down plays. So the Raiders showed up. The Raider fans showed up. The Raiders just have to take this game, dissect it, study it, beat it in their heads, get the pins, tape their eyelids open to the forehead, and watch it over and over and over and over and over, like we had to do preparing for the show, watching it over and over and over again, and have that taste of this loss in your mouth every single time you go out there and play, that you don't want to have a loss like this, because this is more self-inflicting than it was really that that the Chargers beat us. The Raiders lost that game. It wasn't necessarily that the Chargers beat us. They took advantage of gifts that the Raiders offense gave. Quarterback, and the sacks, so we couldn't get a rhythm on offense. So I feel confident still. Maybe it's delusion. I don't know. There's still some delusion left in me where I didn't lose hope. Okay. I'm not Lethal Weapon, Mel Gibson, handcuff. So you want to jump? Do you really want to? Well, let's jump. Let's go. We're not there yet. Okay.
I'm being hard on what I saw. I'm not at the point of giving up yet, and I say, we still got a lot of football to play. Okay. Yeah. We still have a lot of football to play. I'm not giving up, but I think this is one of those situations that we need to be hard on them right now, because
you know how they played? They played like this.
Oh Jesus! That never happens. Oh.
Yeah, that's what they look like.
They did. But again, and I'm being hard on them because, yes, this is the time of the year to make those mistakes, but this is also, you need to be able to fix those and fix them quick, because you could be in week 5 real quick, week 6 real quick, and now it's starting to get too late.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Geno needs to stop pouting on the sideline and be a fucking captain.
Yeah.
What was that look for?
What look?
You kind of did like you saw something that you weren't expecting to see.
Unless I glitched, I just went like this.
Yeah, must have, because you look like you did one of those.
No, it's the Matrix.
And I'm going to say this. I know I gave us the loss against Washington. But if Jaden Daniels is out, you need to take advantage of that. Because their defense is decent, but not as good as it was last year. And Jaden Daniels is a big part of that offensive weapons that they have. Both running the ball, being that dual threat, running the ball and passing the ball. And we'll get more into this on Friday, obviously. But if he does not play, you need to take advantage of this and get that W and get that win. You know, take advantage of it. Plain and simple. Just like we should have done when Khalil Mack left the fucking game and was out for the rest of the goddamn game.
Ooh, I don't have that clip. I don't have that picture, but his arm.
Oh, that was ugly.
The wrong way. Do you think, I think he's 34 now. Do you think Khalil Mack could be out for you? You know, even you told me, I think he's out for the rest of the season. The way his arm bent back and all that. Did Khalil Mack play his final game in the NFL?
I mean, that's up to him. It depends on how bad the injury is. You know, with doctors and all the braces and everything that you got people playing with nowadays. Again, I told you he was out for the rest of that game.
Stem cells.
But I think he's out for the season. I think his season is over. I think his season is over. So he's got plenty of time to think about, do I want to give it one more year, one more run? Or do I call it quits? Because, you know, I know it hurts.
He was like, I'm gonna try to reenact it with it. He was like this.
Woo! You know, I mean, it's really up to him on that one. I would think he probably might try to give it one more year, but at the same time, you know, I mean, you got to think about the way that went. I told you
the wrong way.
He tore hell of shit in there.
Yeah.
And that hand might not be working right anymore.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was his left hand.
Stranger danger. What? Stranger. It was his right hand.
Right hand? Oh, well, he might not.
Yeah.
He might not be able to do a certain activity right anymore.
Stranger danger. Stranger danger. Dig deep and see. Look at even Ed saying, "Hey, it's only 2 games," and it's in. And we're not on the ledge. Like I said, this ain't Lethal Weapon. Mel Gibson handcuff. Let's jump. No. But it's like, hey, if we're doing like a team meeting, you know, team only meeting, let's figure this out now before, like Asylum said, it's too late. Where we're like, hey, I think we're not doing well. Well, you know, it's only week 9. I think we can try to, you know, change things up, you know, fire Getsy. So we're not there. We're just, okay, look, the way we played, not good. What happened? Well, offensive line happened. Geno Smith, it's a chain reaction. Offensive line was closing in the pocket. Geno Smith was trying to stay in the pocket and try to stay in there and wait for his guy to open. But then I think I hit that first interception, like Asylum said, that's when the confidence just kind of like deflated out of him. And he was just kind of looking like, oh, you know, like that one dude that gets punched in the face. And now they're still trying to like walk, but you can tell like, hold on, get to the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. You good? 5. Yeah. And they're just trying to like play it off, you know. Geno, don't have a glass chin theoretically, or, you know, not theoretically, but metaphorically. If you throw an interception, hey, come back even harder. Because even when he tried to come out, he was like, oh, hey, I want him to come back. Like, let's go. I got this. Let's go. I want to see body movement, body language that's not deflated. I want to see, okay, I know I messed up. All right, let's go. We got it. Let's go. So I think the Raiders will bounce back this Friday. And like I said, we're talking about this Friday. This Sunday, we're talking about it on Friday. We're playing high school football, baby. We're going to bring it back. Because Parham, the way Parham played, I think I played next to him back in my high school. And the guard that was next to me at left guard, not good. Not good. But okay, Asylum. Okay, being fair, the Chargers have one hell of a defense and surprise us. And that's what we're saying. Like that they're the no, my sister. The Chargers defense, you know, that defense has been good for a while. And I know we've had Patrick Graham. This is our fourth year with Patrick Graham, but we also have a new back end, you know, new linebackers and new defensive backs. Not trying to make excuses. They got to get their communication up, because ain't no one gonna have any sympathy for us. They're gonna exploit these. If they see these things, they're gonna exploit these things. So let's make sure that the Raiders, they figure this out. Chip Kelly finds ways to get these playmakers open, or these playmakers opportunities to make these plays. Whatever the offensive line is doing, JPJ comes back or not, whatever. But we got to find a way and not let this snowball like every season does from day one, because it's almost like, and we were joking around inside them. We were going to start calling we're going to say Geno Garoppolo. We don't want to use that term, okay? But 4 interceptions in 2 games, okay? You're hitting them Garoppolo numbers when it came to the Raiders. But we beat the Broncos in Denver in that game, because the only highlight was that slide. Now, Geno Smith, of course, played exceptionally better. Yeah, he played exceptionally better than Jimmy G. But then that second game is where it kind of the wheels started falling off. But we have Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll's been through these situations many times, coached for a long time. So I still have faith. Pete Carroll's going to turn his team around. Chip Kelly, calling offense for a long time. He'll figure it out, turn this offense around. And the Raiders as a whole will figure out how to play as 3 units working together. Defense complements the offense, offense to the defense. Special teams has been looking like they're ready to explode too. Dylan Labe, you know, when he got in late to spell both Zamir White and Ashton Genty, he had fresh legs, you know, moving around. So I feel we have guys that can make plays. We just have to put it all together. One big puzzle piece, and just put it all together. That's what I got to say about that. Okay. Asylum. Now, that wasn't the only news that happened in the stadium, at Allegiant Stadium, you know, because even though the Chargers did what they did to us, you know, even though the Raiders lost or whatever, that's not what anyone's talking about, Asylum. That's not what no one's talking about. Probably we have a segment. We have a segment. One of our favorites, my favorites. I know you love it, Asylum. We have a Raider hater. We have a Raider hater installment. So let's start Raider hater, and let's talk about all this commotion of our minority owner. Do you want to hit the intro on me?
I'm sorry, I'll get it here. Hold on.
Why you wanna play a hate on me?
All right, Asylum. Let's go back. Okay, let's see what happened. Okay, so here we go. I'm about to play this. This is what happened in the game. You know, Monday Night Football. Like we said, everyone was watching it. All the nation watches. So here's what happened on Monday night.
Chris, we've got a special member of the Raiders ownership group here today, and that's Tom Brady, who is in the house and is with the coach's box tonight. I was wondering how much Brady really had an involvement with this team. We hear so much about Brady as the owner. Chip Kelly told us that he talks to Brady 2 to 3 times a week. They go through film, they go through the game plan, and Brady is a luxury for the coaches.
Not many games he's able to attend because of his Sunday duties on Fox.
Think about the advantage. Chip Kelly saying 2 to 3 times a week, I could call Tom Brady, hey, what do I do in double A gap pressure versus this defensive coordinator? Patrick Graham, the defensive coordinator of the Raiders, talked about in the first preseason game, they struggled to tackle. Brady sent him a text, figure it out fast. So it seems he's very involved.
Okay, Asylum, that scene right there, okay. This is what everybody is all upset. Look at that. He has the headphones. And it's not just headphones. You can't really see because of the glare, but he does have the microphone coming out from the headphone. So
He's
everyone
just
is like
to what's going on between coach and offensive coordinator, probably even defense. He's just listening to what's going on the fucking field. Everyone's blowing this shit. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say. No, I was going to say. I mean, yeah, and you know, you could rebuttal. Well, the owner for the Colts, now that her dad passed away, she's taken over. She's on the sideline, standing next to the coach with the headset, but she's not working as a broadcaster for Fox. Now, there is another part to this. So here is where the hate is coming from with these people. Now, that's just one clip. There were so many. It was Dan Patrick. It was the other guys on ESPN. Basically, these guys are about to play right here. But a lot of folks were weighing in on this situation, on the conflict of interest that this could possibly be. So here we go for the rest of the clip. This is where all.
Now, listen, I understand he's Tom Brady. This is a horrific look for the NFL on Monday night with him in a headset on, directing traffic with Chip Kelly. I mean, really now? He did the game on Sunday in Kansas City. I know he's a minority owner, Mark Davis and everything else, but you mean to tell me that Roger Goodell likes this look here, that an owner of the Raiders, who's the number one announcer for Fox, is in the owner's box with a headset on, listening to traffic between the offensive coordinator and Geno Smith and Pete Carroll when the Chargers are beating the Raiders in Vegas? That is terrible. I mean, John Madden never would have done that. Our own Aikman, he likes the Cowboys, but he's very honest with Dallas football. He's not in Jerry Jones's box when he's not doing the freaking Cowboy game. I mean, Merlin Olsen, God bless his soul, with Little House on the Prairie, he didn't do this stuff either. I mean, my God almighty, I could not. And listen, I'm a Brady fan. I mean, who doesn't like Tom Brady? But geez, can you be a little bit more inconspicuous? Can you hang out in the parking lot and figure out a little two-way? I mean, to be in the booth of that. I mean, if you were freaking Andy Reid, now I know these players, they love Brady, so they're going to talk to him even if it involves the fact that he's got a conflict of interest. But if you're a coach in the NFL, or if you're an owner in the NFL, if you're a GM in the NFL, you like the idea that the guy who's the number one broadcaster for Fox, who did the Super Bowl last year, is sitting in the freaking press box in the first Monday night game of the year with Fowler, my buddy Orlowski, and of course Louis, and he's got a headset on? That is a terrible look for the NFL. They can say anything they want. They claim yesterday he did nothing wrong. His perception is awful. He is an announcer. He is not an owner on Sunday afternoons. That drove me crazy. That's number one.
That's what. You know, I agree with Doggy. I talked about this yesterday on the show. Doggy, you are absolutely right. And
He's a hater.
There's a reason to be mad.
This is
Optically,
bullshit.
it's a bad look for the NFL. I agree.
That's 100%.
Was he announcing the game?
There's no.
Plain
And
and
the
simple.
issue now for me is the Raiders aren't. Pete Carroll's going to turn the Raiders around, and when they become, he has to start calling some Raiders games. That's going to be difficult, right? That is not a good situation that you've started. Something's going to have to be done.
Tom Brady didn't do anything wrong.
No.
He shouldn't be in the booth. The NFL should make sure they eradicate that possibility. But he didn't do anything wrong. And also, we're talking about grown men who know he's the number one announcer on Fox. So when he rolls up on you to get information, particularly if it's on a schedule that you got to play the Raiders down the road, don't give him any damn information. They're not kids.
Yeah.
You understand? You know how to avoid giving them information. Not a good look. And I agree with you there. But the point is, let's pump the brakes on acting like there's some unfair advantage that's going to be so obvious that he's going to get. Don't tell him. A matter of fact, lie to him. You understand? Give him some false information. Mislead him. You understand? It shouldn't be hard to do. It'll work against Chip Kelly. Everything else has. It's going to be all right.
Word.
That's
You
okay.
didn't have to do
I'm
it.
just saying. I'm just saying. I remember when.
Okay, Asylum. This right here.
Talk about this shit now. I mean, I want to listen to this shit. I didn't see that. But god damn, all these motherfuckers retarded. I apologize to anybody who's offended by that. But god damn. Okay. He's not a. I mean, this is fucking crazy. Okay. He's an announcer every day. He was not announcing the game. So he gets to be an owner on fucking Monday night. Okay. First and foremost, he was just listening. I didn't see him call a goddamn anything in there. He's listening. And what kind of advantage did he get? Did he get to be in the fucking what is it? The thing they're complaining about, right? When he's announcing, he gets to be in all the pregame bullshit. Was he in the pregame
the production meetings, production meetings.
Production. Was he in the production meeting for the Charger game? No, he wasn't. So what advantage does he fucking have by doing this? He's listening to the plays being called. Which, guess what? We get to do the same thing by watching it on fucking TV. So
now, but see, there's an argument though. There is an argument. This is not just how dare they. This is an unfair advantage. How Tom Brady like this is the okay. First, I want to say that I don't like Brady, but the fact that he's pissing off the NFL and all the other owners. Okay, Brady, you know what? I see you. Game recognized game. You know, I get it. Okay, I see you. But look it. I'm gonna show you what the argument is. Okay. Brady in the yellow this week, Cowboys at Chicago Bears. So he's scheduled to call that game. Okay. Why is that significant? I'm going to tell you why. Because as you see right there, Raiders play the Bears the following week. So the argument is, well, I mean, he can go right there and talk to Ben Johnson and ask him all these questions. And it's still fresh information for the Raiders the following week. If he finds out who's injured, who's not, what philosophy they're trying to do, what they're not trying to do. You know, I know every game plan is different to each team they're playing, but I mean, he just saw the Bears the week before they're going to see the Bears. The Raiders are going to see the Bears, you know, right after. Like, this is unfair. Asylum, this is unfair. How can the NFL allow this?
First of all, we ain't even playing the Bears when he's up in there. Second of all, if he was in the booth during the Bears game, I could see maybe why they could bitch. But yet again, you think whatever information he's going to get, if he gets anything, he is still limited on the shit he could do. Yes, he is now allowed in the production meetings. But he still can't necessarily go talk to the fucking head coach and find out, hey, what's your game plan for this game? How do you plan on going against the Raiders next week? You know, that's going to be a tough fucking... No, none of that shit's going to happen. Okay, the NFL has rules, and he is in guidelines of these fucking
compliance.
Rules.
In compliance, yeah.
You know, he is limited on what information he's allowed to fucking get. It's limited on where he's allowed to be in any fucking stadium and everything else like that. They just want to fucking hate so goddamn bad. They're going to look for everything. I mean, Jesus Christ. You know, I spit something out my window on my car ride home. You guys want information on that too? I mean, that's what the Raiders got a goddamn advantage. I mean, I'm not one of the biggest Brady's fans, you know, and the fact that he's a minority owner, which means he's limited on what he could do with the fucking team, and he's sitting there listening to calls. Maybe he's going to come back and be like, "Hey, you know what? This is just what I heard being called and everything. I think it's the wrong time that they called that fucking play." He's going to give input. That's what he's allowed to do, is give input. Or maybe he's going to turn around and go, "Hey, Geno, I heard this play fucking called. This is what you did on the fucking field. Maybe you should have done what play was called instead of fucking going out there and trying to be a goddamn gunslinger and do what you want to fucking do."
Do you think Mark Davis, you know, because I know Mark Davis wanted Tom Brady to put the uniform on and play for him a couple years back for 2020, and then he ended up going to the Buccaneers. But do you think Mark Davis, after when Tom Brady retired and the opportunity to be a minority owner, Mark Davis tried to be like Al Davis and be like, "So Tom, do you want to be a Raider? Do you want to be a Raider? Here's what I need you to do. I know you did that cell phone trick with the Patriots back when you were playing for the Patriots, and then when they found out about the Deflategate and the ball situation that you destroyed, this cell phone. I'll just change your name in my cell phone. Your name was not Tom Brady. Your name will be Tomas Brade. Tomas Brade. Oh yeah. Oh, apparently the Bears. Oh, I just got this tip from FanDuel or DraftKings. It says the Bears are gonna be missing so and so. Oh, okay, and just throw away the phone. We're on Boost Mobile. I don't know what are those old phones, the old Nokias, whatever. But I mean, and I'm stretching. I'm just joking around.
What is that? Ryan Reynolds' fucking phone that he promotes?
Oh, the green Mint.
Mint. Yeah, it's now Mint Mobile.
Mint Mobile.
I mean, this is just. I mean, and the
it's
way
Brady Gate.
I mean, it's like
Brady
Jesus
Gate.
fucking Christ. It shouldn't be allowed. It shouldn't be this. He couldn't even spell what rule was being broken. He just wanted something and went off just because apparently you gain views when somebody's doing a live and they fucking go off. Apparently your views start going. That's the only reason why he did it. He probably didn't believe half the shit that spewed out of his fucking mouth. He had diarrhea in the fucking mouth. And then fucking, oh yeah, I agree with you 100%. Motherfucker, what's the... No, I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Look at, I want you to listen to this though, okay? They said Chip Kelly. He goes, Chip Kelly asked, like game plans, and Tom Brady would say this. Look at, listen to what he said again.
It's a luxury for the coaches.
Not many games he's able to attend because of his Sunday duties on Fox.
Think about the advantage. Chip Kelly saying 2 to 3 times a week I could call Tom Brady, hey, what do I do in double A gap pressure versus this defensive coordinator? Patrick Graham, the defensive coordinator of the Raiders, talked about in the first preseason game, they struggled to tackle. Brady sent him a text, figure it out fast. So,
oh yeah, that my advice right there. Figure it out fast. Oh man, that insider information right there. Figure it out fast. That's like when my stepson wants to do something and he goes, oh well, I need to. You better figure it out. You better figure it out because you know what you're supposed to do. Oh yeah, that's inside information right there. Yeah, that's so much insight. That's Brady's all like, you figure it out, okay? Because I can't tell you nothing. Figure it out. That's great insight right there. I can't believe the fact that Tom Brady is telling the players, figure it out. Like, he should be banned from all broadcasting. Here's the thing, Asylum. They voted for this last year. And they said, okay. And they put these high stipulate, or I don't know if that's the word, whatever. Yeah, stipulations. I guess what it is. The word I'm trying to use. They put all these restrictions. Yeah, they put all these restrictions, and they say, well, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't go in the facility, you can't be a part of the production meetings. You can't do this because the NFL is a very paranoid league, and I get it because we're all trying to beat each other. It's all a chess game. I don't need you to get into my head, which means get into my facility and see what we do, see how we practice, see what we call. All this. I don't need you to see all that because you have influence in a particular team. You have money in a particular team. You're not you have bias to a team. Okay, but this year they relaxed some of the rules. I said, okay, I don't know I guess they let them go to production meetings or whatever. But it's like, yeah, I'm off duty right now. I'm off duty. I'm at the team that I own. I can't wear a headset, But see, that's how my perception. But I just think they're reaching because it's the Raiders. It's Tom Brady. It makes news. Like Ed said on here, like you said, they're just trying to pull something out of somewhere and make a story out of it. They're headline news. You know what's a real story, Asylum? Monty Kiram left ESPN. That's a story. That's what we need to go and dig in there and figure out what happened. Was it all the athletes that were trying to sexual harass her and she just couldn't take it no more? Huh? I think that's what it was. That's a story. I don't Brady. Oh, well, how dare he, man? He's just not now. Like, why? Like this is unfair. We're the Raiders. Asylum, when's the last time we won a playoff game?
1-1?
1-1, yeah.
2000.
Who was still alive in 2002 for the Raiders?
Al motherfucking Davis.
Al Davis, okay. So we're over here. Hey, and I guess we still have the mystique where people are afraid of. We're like, oh my God, the Raiders, they're always trying to find an edge, whether it's stick 'em, whether it's pushing the fumble forward, holy roller. Oh my God, whether it's like we had that video on Filipino where, oh, maybe they got those illegal pads that knocked the helmet off of OJ Simpson. Maybe that's what it is. We got to stop them before it turns into something where the Raiders start being successful. Asylum, I think it just says that the league is still afraid of us. We've been down for almost 25 years, and the league is still like, the Raiders are. Wait, they got Tom Brady. He was the golden child, and now he went to the dark side. But like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? So. I was too.
I'm aging myself, but I mean, it's just fucking straight bullshit. I mean, they're just looking for anything and everything, right? We know the NFL hates the Raiders as long as Davis owns the Raiders.
Yeah.
It's plain and simple. The fights that Al Davis had with the NFL are long lasting. He's been dead since 2011. Mark Davis is the owner. Well, technically, it's still Carol Lee is the owner, but still, Mark Davis is the fucking owner. He brought Tom Brady in under mixed emotions. Tom Brady is listening to all the rules. He had no problem last year being out of all the production meetings. He did his job. And if he's telling people, figure it out on your own, where is he giving fucking? I mean, this motherfucker could have top secret clearance for all we know right now. He ain't giving away no goddamn secrets. But because he's in there with headsets. Oh, hold on. Breaking news. Oakland Raiders Savage is giving away secrets. He's got headphones on.
No.
He's giving away secrets. He's giving away the secrets. We can't be having that. We can't be fucking having that. I mean,
I'm giving away YouTube secrets.
I mean, fuck. Pete Carroll chews gum. Oh no, that's a problem. Can't be chewing gum on the sideline.
That could lead to stickum. Yep. All right, bubble yum. Stickum yum.
Okay, I'm catching now, coach.
I'm ready. Let's go. Why are your hands pink? Because it's awareness, okay? Shut your face. So Vincent says, what happened? Vincent, we're talking about the Tom Brady. Do we put a gate to it? Do we put a gate? Is this Brady gate? Is this Booth gate?
Not yet.
Is it Raider gate? What is this, Asylum? Come on.
This is bullshit gate. If you're gonna put a gate,
you know what the real gate is?
Bullshit gate.
The real gate is Parham opening that inside. This is Parham gate. That's what I'm more worried about. Stop letting guys in your gap and going and sacking our quarterback. Okay, Parham. Okay, this is Parham gate. That's what I'm worried about. Okay, Molly Kiram. That's what I'm worried about. Molly Gate. That sounds like a drug. All right. Okay. Let's come down. Let's calm down. That was your
You have me worked up since the beginning of this shit. I don't know if I can calm down.
Is this so? You're saying this is warranted for the Raider hate for calling them out? It's a super Raider hate, isn't it?
I mean, this one definitely. I mean, it's fucking Raider hate, Tom Brady hate. It's fucking goddamn. I got nothing else to talk about, so let's fucking make some goddamn shit up, gate.
But basically, if you watch any of these ESPN or NFL Network or all that, whatever, if you hear them say, well, this is unfair. How dare, this is an unfair advantage. Brady can tell the Raiders all the secrets. Just remember this, okay? Anytime you hear it, think of this.
Everything that guy just said is bullshit. Thank you.
Yeah.
Remember that, okay?
Yeah. Right after that whole fucking other thing that you had going on with that idiot fucking diarrhea of the mouth, and then that's everything that guy just said. It's bullshit.
And you also let them know. You also tell them this. I just love playing that. Okay, Asylum, let's get into let's close the show out with our fantasy game.
God, do we gotta talk about that bullshit? Because you had
We gotta
37 fucking points.
Gotta talk about it, okay? It is the Royal Fumble. The Royal Fumble recap of week 2. All right, I'm trying to do the Chris Murray voice. Okay, like the Chris Murray now, not the old school one. Like now when he sounds like he's talking and trying to push out a... Okay. All right, we got the week 2 scores right here. Bang, bang.
God damn, Anna. I didn't even see that. Jesus fucking Christ.
JJ McCarthy.
Shit out of jail.
JJ McCarthy did not come through for Bang Bang Niner Gang as Raider Savage was able to hold on to that lead and win his first game of the season, 86.54 to 83.92. And we have over here Eduardo's excellent team, Edward Huezo. He's AKA Bones. Okay, it's Bones. Okay. Oh, I feel like I sound like Chris Berman. I'm gonna go with his voice. Okay. Look at over here. He beats Asylum 146 to 107, where he was able to control that game right there. Okay. All right. And then you have over here, you have the Holy Roller, Jessica. The Holy Roller came in and rolled over her brother. Daniel's darling team could not go and sustain. He was supposed to win this game, but he didn't win this game. Boom. And over here, you have Pig's Pig continuing with the 2-0 as he beat Raider Stitch. I'm sorry, that's my sister's team. But 115 to 104. Okay. And now Anna's team, Anna's angry team. Okay. This was an old school AFL rival. This is like the Raiders versus the Raiders.
Closest game? Wasn't that supposed to be the closest game? It was like
this was supposed to be it was 50%. Yes, it was 50% where they were both evened out, but Anna pulled out the victory, 155 to 99 right there. Okay, now let's look at the games coming up this week. All right, Asylum faces Raider Savage, the cage match event of the century right here. They are both host of the show right here. Yeah, and right now I can't see those numbers because it's very small on my screen. But I think I'm gonna win. Okay, so I'm gonna win. Okay.
I don't even know where 126. I'm playing you. Hold on.
I know where you're playing me right here. Okay, so now I'm gonna win that game 2-1, baby. You're gonna go 0-3.
I don't know, man. I can guarantee you this much: if you win, it's because you had a player go off with 30 fucking points.
I have Daniel Jones.
I was going to win against Eduardo until Neighbors goes off with 37 motherfucking points. 37.
Them boys. The Giants were very giant when it came to your game right there. Okay, now we have Daniel's darling team going against Eduardo. Eduardo, who got his first win, he will be going against Daniel, who has no. I think Daniel has no wins going on. He has. So right there, that's going to be a close game. Mean Machine is trying to look to rebound, going against the 0-2 Holy Roller. Jessica's team has Lamar Jackson over there making plays right there. Okay, and you have Anna over here continuing her streak 2-0 against Pig's Pig. This right here, 2-0 versus 2-0 right here. I mean, I don't know. What do you think Asylum in this game right here?
I think the way she whooped the shit out of Jeff, I'm gonna have to put my money on Anna on this one. I mean, Jesus Christ.
And then my sister Raider Stitch goes against Bang Bang Niner Game. My sister is gonna look.
Raider Stitch.
She's gonna get her first victory against KDO, the guy who produces the music for our show, except for this one. We stole this from ESPN right there. But we have Asylum versus Savage. This is the game of the week right here. Corner right here. This is basically Monday Night Football, but on Wednesday, because we're going to come back and talk about it on Wednesday. Okay, so Asylum, do you have any thing to say about that matchup right there with Asylum and Raider Savage? These are old foes, not really foes, but we're like the Pete Carroll and Jim Harbaugh of the Oakland Coliseum right there.
Football. So we're old foes. We've gone to head-to-head, and I honestly would love to know what our head-to-head is. You know what I'm saying? I would love to know. It's going, but unless you have somebody go out for fucking 100 go off for 30 some odd goddamn points, I'm gonna get my fucking first win this time. This is the start of the comeback. That belt's coming home.
The only comeback you're getting is like Kim Kardashian. No, I'm joking. I got that from the video game. Okay. All right. And they're saying, what is the title? What are we playing for right here? Well, let me load this picture right here, okay? What are we playing for right here? We're playing for... It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. It's loaderizing. And my sister would say, we're playing for...
He's saying it right here.
Vince is bet on Anna. This is the belt we're playing for right here. The Cage Match Royal Fumble belt right here. This is an actual belt. This is what we're playing for. Jeff says it's his. Arcadio says it's his. Jessica says it's hers. Anna says it's hers. My sister says it's hers. She's going to come back. She's going to come back wild card team, just like the 1980 Raiders. She's going to come back and win this game. This thing right here. So, but it's really my belt because I have possession of it right now. It's not leaving my house. It's not leaving my house. I don't care what anyone says. Notarizing, my sister. See, I knew. See, we're on the same thing. So, Asylum. Can you? Yeah, you ain't gonna win this belt, okay? Guess it's gonna stay here. That little CM, it's gonna stay right here.
Hey, look! It starts this week. Both end up with the same record at 1-2.
The burrito bag.
Because my comeback starts right now.
Alicia, me and Arcadio have our own little series going. We call it the Snyder series because every time we play each other in fantasy football, there's a burrito on the line, and we go to our favorite spot down the street.
It might not taste good if you fucking send it.
That's going to be sent through FedEx in an ice block. Some chimichangas. I'll send that to you, okay? Costco, whatever. But we got the Snyder series. Me and Arcadio. So right now I'm 2-0 in the burrito series, the Snyder series, and I'm looking to sweep Arcadio 2 more games because I got him in another league. So it's going down right there. That is my fastest, the fastest 10 minutes. Gonna work on my voice right there. Okay. All right, that is it. Who's playing tomorrow? I didn't even see who's playing tomorrow. To remind everybody to get their schedules going or get their players going.
Let me look real quick. Hold on. Let me pull up one of the fucking fantasies. Because I got something playing tomorrow. I know that.
There we go. Who's playing tomorrow night? It's Thursday Night Football right there. Back.
Let's see. Sunday.
No, it's Sunday, Thursday.
No, I know. All mine's on Sunday. God damn it.
Dag nabbit.
Hold on. I'll fucking find it here. Hold on.
I can't see with these glasses on. But I'm
Thursday
trying to stay.
Is Buffalo and Miami.
Buffalo and Miami. Buffalo should be able to run all over Miami, but it's also a division game. So if you have players playing in these games, make sure you go to your teams, your squads, and get those right. Make sure, because the one thing I hate is when you're like, oh, I got someone. I didn't know he was out. And now he's starting on my team for Thursday Night Football. Now I just lost points because I forgot to take these guys out if they're on the injury reserve or whatever. So you don't have a quarterback. So my last one couldn't even. He had JJ McCarthy. So this is your fantasy.
Hold on. Let me look at something here. Hold on. Let me look at something here. I mean, Purdy's supposed to be coming back. If you really want Purdy, make me an offer. Just saying.
Back. Just saying. So someone get a burrito and put the belt on the burrito. Wait, me and Arcadio are trying to figure out our own. He said we got to do a burrito belt, like my sister said, burrito belt. That's a night series. I'm gonna put it together. Okay. because we always battle every year, and this is what we do. But Asylum, you're going down this week, Asylum. Looking right there at the camera. You're going down, Asylum.
Hey, you know,
I'm changing my voice.
Mine right here, brother. You're going down. You're going down hard. I'm going to sit here and pull an in on you. I'm going to put up 160 goddamn points, and you're going to wonder what the fuck hit you by the end of the damn Sunday.
You almost got the Hulk Hogan. Listen here, brother, because he had to talk down to everybody because he was so tall. Listen here, brother. trying to turn my voice from Chris Berman right here to, oh yeah, so look at Asylum, you're going down, brother. Don't even try to come over here and think that the fantasy team that you're trying to put out there is going to stop because when the cream rises to the top, oh yeah, dig it.
I'm saying, the belt is mine, brother. The belt is mine. You're coming home with me, and it starts right here on Sunday Night Football.
Anna's giving us inside information. Anna, don't be like Brady and got the headset telling us any, mini, miny, mo. Oh, yeah, brother. All right, Asylum. We hyped it up.
Hey, you know what? It's hyped up so much that we're going to be watching our game live.
I know.
Who's going to be able to shit talk next.
What is up? Rafa? What is up? We should just go let it go live. Let it go live and just show all the live updates on its own. Just whatever.
Between our games.
I know we're gonna have our own red zone. 7 hours of, because we can do it, commercial-free fantasy football. Because they can't do it no more. My sister says, torn between studying for fantasy football and studying for a career opportunity.
Fantasy football.
The belt
is everything. The belt is forever.
You know what's crazy is I'm in the money league, and I don't care about that. I want the belt, okay? I'm going to spend the money. But the belt, like you said, is forever.
I'm undefeated, so.
In my money league, and this is a true story, my team, Spinky My Mankey, got beat by Diddy's Oilers, okay? If that's not... Okay. That is not a joke. That is a true story.
The belt is ever.
This guy in the money league, he goes by Diddy's Oilers. It's a picture of Diddy with an Oilers jersey, and he smacked me around like I was in the lobby trying to get to an elevator. Oh my God.
It's okay. I just beat a guy called Sutton on your face.
My sister says proof, a pick for proof. I'll show it. I'll show it on Friday. I'll make sure. Yeah. Oh my God. All right. Okay. Angry Wolf, you better be subscribed to the channel, man. If you love our content, please subscribe to our channel. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, and let them know that when you... Oh, no, this is your part. Sorry, I'm going to let you close it out with the shameless plug. Just the first part.
I thought that was Silent Burgundy's thing. But all right, everyone go to the YouTube channel, The Cage Match Show. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit that bell. That way you know anytime we drop a video, short, meme, anything like that. And if Roger Goodell wants to turn around and be that meat curtain flapping son of a bitch that he was earlier, go ahead and catch us on Facebook. First at Oakland Raiders Savage's page, Oakland Raiders Savage, and my page, Asylum. Then when this show ends here in the next couple of minutes, go visit WGG.
Oh yeah, I was trying to do them volume. Okay, there we go. There we go, Debbie.
WGG. Browse their different items, or check out that little sampler platter that they got going on there, where you get a little shaker. You know, shake, 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 shake.
Shake your Dubby.
Shake your Dubby. Shake your Dubby. When you're ready to check out, put Cage Match, one word, in the discount code to get 10% off your entire order.
It's been a while since I said it, but like we always say, when you think of wins, think of dubs. When you think of dubs, think of Dubby. Get the energy like Pete Carroll. He's going to get that win this week. And my sister got an order of Dubby, and I'm going to order my Dubby. So we're going to do a taste test coming soon, the Dubby, to show you guys.
I like this.
Get your Dubby on. Oh. Get your Dubby on. Oh. So, WGG. Get your energy like Pete Carroll and Max Crosby. It's Max Crosby that rhymes, but Pete Carroll, 74 years old. Is he on the Dubby? Is he on the juice? Is he on the Dubby? I don't know. But all right, let's close out this show for everyone watching. Appreciate those who are watching. We know you had other other choices to watch, and we know that we're the better show. So we appreciate that you watch our show because we're entertaining. We bring you knowledge. We bring you homemade graphics. We test the NFL and YouTube stipulations. Would you say we're the Tom Brady of YouTube?
Well, you got the headset, so I guess we are.
We are the Tom Brady. Yeah, right there. Okay. So if you love our content, make sure you go like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about us. We're the little show that could. We haven't been discovered yet, but if you watch our show and you see what we do, you love our show, let people know that, hey, these guys are not the same cookie cutter guys. If we see everybody else do like a Zoom call, no, they're actually putting the show together. It's fun. Okay. Fun as always, like Anna said. Then we'll be doing the Chris Boomer voice. Woo! We do a graphic. We go, woo! We go over here like we talk about O'Connell. We go, woo!
Right there. Ramrod. I was about to call him for his ass. The way Geno Smith is fucking playing.
So we all shout out to right there. We got Raider Man with the Raider Oath right there. Oh, should be dramatic. Okay. So 15 viewers. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. We're about to end the show right now because we did our 2-hour mark every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. the one after that, 6 p.m. the one after that, and 5 p.m. my time in Pacific.
Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific.
All of that. We've been on time too, so make sure you get your seats and watch us. Okay. And also, remember Friday, we're going to be back on Friday to talk about the Raiders. The Raiders going against the Commanders, a.k.a. Redskins. Can we say Redskins? We're going to cancel the Redskins, okay?
I know. I always say the Redskins. We are playing the Redskins, and if we don't have Jalen Daniels playing, we better take advantage of that.
You says don't use the Redskins, okay? No, okay. All right, Asylum. Let's end the show like we always do. Oh, actually, no. Any last words? Any last words before we prepare for the Friday show?
No, I think I said everything I needed to fucking say.
Fumbling phrases. I gotta do that.
You also get this one too.
Compilation of all the variations of Asylum's Goodell comments. Oh, that's a lot. We did 100 and at least this is show 113. We got the Friday show. That's a lot. So it's a lot. But Vincent says Aiden O'Connell is the last Raider QB to beat the Chargers and the Chiefs and the Broncos.
Yep.
And the Broncos. Yeah. And the Broncos.
So, hey, maybe that's telling you something. When he comes back from that broken thumb, maybe Geno better be worried.
Yes. But always remember, the Chiefs are 0-2. I don't care. We were the Super Bowl. Yeah, you're 0-2, okay. You got beat by a quarterback who didn't even throw for 100 yards, okay? You got tush push up your tush. Whatever, I don't know. Raiders, Savage, oh yeah, Golden State G-Leaguers, oh yeah. Okay, we gotta end the show, okay. Friday, come back. We start an hour earlier, 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. the one after, 6 p.m. Asylum's time.
Central, 7 p.m.
Central, 7 p.m. Jeff's time, Eastern. Oh, yeah. We end every show like we always do. Raiders will rise. Like the cream, always rise to the top. Oh, yeah. We end every show.
This week in fantasy football, brother.
You're going down. All right. We end every show like we always do with a word from Raider Milt, a.k.a.
fucking history. Oh, sorry.
Coach Wallace, come back on Friday. We're still entertaining on Friday too, talking about the game. Numbers in videos. Know your history. All right. Everyone take care. See you on Friday. Good night. Go Raider Savage. Oh, yeah. You're going down, Asylum.
Asylum, brother. It's Asylum.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting
Oh, yeah.
done. Just what? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Starts to come back right there, brother.
Dig it.
All you other NFL teams, your tailgates are weak. Your teams are weak. We might be down right now, but it doesn't take away the history. And all you Raiders out there need to know your fucking history of who the fuck you playing for and where the fuck you're playing. Damn it. Oh, and by the way, I won my last cage fight again. I'm still undefeated. And you NFL motherfuckers out there that you think you want some, come on and get some anytime.